No, that's not great. That's not great. What am I doing? I have my iPad and my instrument. I have no idea if my microphone will be able to pick this up. Barely. If I keep talking at least. I will not try. Anyway. Doubt and the hound. Uh the hound. My story, Meadowlark, has always had a theme of birds. And I've always made the bird, in this case the meadowlark, as a presentation or a representative of wonder. And some people have already grasped this already. It is quite like, I think it's quite obvious. And wonder is supposed to be light and free and able to traverse in many different places wherever they are needed, whatever interests them, whatever there is. And the story is driven by that bird. But as you've noticed, the story also has a theme of dogs. So it's always been a bird and a dog. The hound, is a representative of doubt, which opposes wonder. So to dumb it down, the good is wonder and the bad is doubt. And that is like the good and evil situation of like what? Um, okay, Noah. Well, yeah, there is a reason why I made that pair also embody that those animals. There's always the bird and the dog. The bird being the wonder, and the dog being the doubt. Dogs, it's such a like how they are portrayed in most narratives, and they're just different like means of storytelling when it comes to how the stereotype is around dogs and hounds and canines, and not even like stopping just domesticated dogs with just like wild dogs or even wolves at that. But it's such a fun thing, and that's why the um the cover art is a dog with a bird in its mouth. Doubt was um in the world of Meadowlark, there's always been wonder, and wonder is as if it was air. You just breathe it. It's just everywhere. It's natural. You can't make it. It already exists. It just needs to be discovered. And doubt is man-made. Doubt isn't a natural in like a literal sense. And nature doesn't doubt itself. The natural doesn't doubt itself. It may change, it may take a different direction, but it never hinders or paralyzes itself because it's going through um gymnastics within its head. Um and so for doubt just makes it harder for wonder to be recognized, not to exist, but to be recognized. I'm barely looking at the chat, by the way. I am drawing now. I am so sorry, but I just wanted to talk more about this topic and what there's so many things that goes into writing these things, and it takes up a lot of my mental. it's, it's a philosophy I often just go around in circles and in my head, and sometimes it bites me in the ass because I'm like going about my day as normal as a human could, and I experience these things, and then I forget that I have studied these things, and I'm like, wow, it's happening to me. Crazy. But that is with being a person, with existing as I am, which is quite insane. But we are all just people. There are many things that I want us to expect for this week, at least for the end of this week. And I suppose it'll be announced today as well. There are, alongside the countdown of the reprise lyric video. Mm, there will be more. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it yet, but it's a fun little love letter for, not really little, but it's a fun love letter for the Hayfields EP, and just a small something to further celebrate the anniversary, and it'll be available to these will be available to be pre-ordered by the morrow, if tomorrow is your 9th. I'm very excited. It's also just a good way to further say goodbye or wrap things up with Forward and Hayfield. I am very excited to start a new chapter and to move on from this. And we're getting so close. I'm so excited to work on new things, to work on new songs and compose new songs and make new stories and just branch out on Meadowlark in more ways I could. It's fun. I didn't think that it would take me 2 years, or maybe 2 years and maybe a half to wrap up Forward. And that is because Forward, I have always just deemed it to be a prologue. Well, Forward is Forward, and I I did not expect it to be a whole chapter within itself. But it's those cases that are obviously given so much spotlight or room to exist. And I think that's really cool and sweet. Thank you so much for listening to me. Um, I would like to further talk about the topic. I still find it so funny. Good morning from Houndville. It's uh, I find that funny. Um, if you got any questions regarding the hound, or just the hound, or anything surrounding doubt, I would love to answer them, just to keep it on theme. Um, and the hound reprise, I all of Forward was produced and mastered by someone else. They were produced by my friends Emil Ortega and Medio maybe. But for And the Hound reprise, I did it myself. That's why we managed to finish it so much quicker than the others. And it's not grand. It's just me and my current knowledge. I would have put more instruments and more elements in it, like what I did with Nick. If you remember when I produced a snippet of Collywobbles, and the rest of Origins as well, I've been putting more and more orchestra in it. But in this one, I just had my instrument and my voice. So it's nothing grand. I wanted it to be in the theme of how stripped down Hayfields was. Does the hound represent an aspect of a person's self? I've been listening and trying to work it out, but I don't think I'm really getting it. So sorry. Um, Cosmic, uh, the hound is a representative of self-doubt. That is the role that it plays in my story. And I've said this multiple times before, but I've always envisioned it as a dog trying to chase and bite its own tail, going around in circles, thinking that there is an enemy, there is an intention, or there is a quest, but at the end of the day, you just hounding at yourself. You're just targeting yourself, and in the process of it, you are paralyzed, and you are not able to naturally go forward. Will the songs like "Neath the Grove" and "Hartebeest" get reprises? No. And the Hand reprise was already written 2 years ago, way before Harpy even blew up. It has always been there. And there was intention, and there is real intention, and why I decided to make the reprise about the hound is because and the hound always gets forgotten. So this is another reminder that hey, they're here. The dog's here. By the way, it lines well with the narrative rather than it being like in real life of like, oh, this song keeps getting forgotten. No, not in that way. But within the story, the hound as a figure and as a puzzle piece within the fable always gets ignored. Oh, hello, Mick. Odd question: are the harkers completely devoid of doubt, being born of the mission of wonder? Or can they also experience or feel the effects of doubt? This is really fun. They don't experience doubt. They do not. They're not human. And they do not feel things as we do. The harkers are simply what they are. They embody their mission. They embody wonder and that direction of where that wonder is to go. Um, so no, they are incapable of feeling doubt and feeling many emotions. Asked by Sophia, is there a connection with the hound and the majesty? My goodness, oh boy. Is there a connection with the hound and Deluxe's own personal hound? What are their doubts? The majesty, that's why he keeps being brought up, even though we know close to nothing about him, is because he was the reason doubt exists within Meadowlark, within Eld. And he is infamous for being the cause and the birth of for birthing um, a doubt. And in doing so, welcomed the era of consequence. I feel like I feel like I feel like a messenger of God, just telling you things. Oh, the chat is going so fast. I am so sorry. Yes, and the hound will be in Tagalog, and the hound reprise will be in Tagalog. Sorry. The only reason I'm stopping myself from sharing so much information during these lives is because I do not have a proper place, nor is it like well written out for me to put it somewhere. Like I know what goes on. I know the ending of the story, even the ending of the plot, not the world. But it's it's like we're not in a good place nor time, nor is it relevant to know these things yet, unless I finish full word, and that is when, huh, yeah, clean start, and then I can do more things. Is there pressure to finish full word, to have a concise story, or personal preference? Yes, there is. Oh, goodness. It's just something I need to clean up. It feels like a responsibility. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy every bit of it, and I'm very thankful. But it is within my own doing of why I need to do it in the first place because well, it was out of my control. But at the same time, I did sing these songs, and these songs are now recognized as a part of me. And I can't just go around um my whole life with people telling me to release Harkin or to release this, to release that, and I'm in a whole nother chapter and a whole nother part of my life, but like I'm still tied down to that singular thing that has existed, and I just need to clean it up. I just need to I just need to finish it. And JJ Stars does get it very right. It is a falsely comforting lie. It's like it keeps you safe, but at the same time, it keeps you paralyzed. And there is no growth in stopping. There is no growth in freezing. And there is no change, and change allows us to grow. Change is growth, and growth is change, practically. I like this question that Atticus said. If the hound is doubt, what is the heart? I've always contemplated this because it's such a broad thing. And if I were to explain Meadowlark to you right now, it. Oh, I wish I had a board. We exist in another person's dream. This is going to get really messy and philosophical. I'm so sorry, but this is how I've always viewed it. Um, the reason we dream is because someone else dreams. The reason we wish and want something is because someone wanted and wished for something. And even the world exists because it wanted it to exist. The world of Eld exists because it was a dream. It was a wish, it was a want, it was a creation. It was someone else's child, and that being the mother trees. The mother trees gave birth to this world that we call Eld, and within it is a tiny, insignificant bird who also has a creation, and that is its child. And the little bird, when it hatched, given time, its mother said, "You will go farther from where I am, farther than where I tarried." And the bird set out into the world that we now call as Eld. Oh my gosh, why am I making this more complicated for everyone and myself? The heart is the dream. The heart is the child, is the wonder found within that child, is the goodness, is what? The treasure? We walk in this world without thinking that there may be a heart beating underneath all of it, that it is alive and it also is capable of dreaming. I'm just going crazy right now. I feel like a mad scientist with like messy hair and like fogged up goggles. A lot of Meadowlark is not just a reflection of my life, but also is um maybe an organized drawer of my philosophies and what I believe in and how I think these insignificant, impractical things work. Like, I'm not going to be able to use these thoughts to get a 9 to 5 job, but I still do think about them a lot, and it helps me cope. I don't know. It's 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 fun to think about. The world is someone else's child, someone else's dream, someone else's wish, and we exist due to this dream. And there is a bridge between everything. There is a bridge between a wish and another wish. There is a bridge between a dream and another dream, and that is inspiration. Inspiration is what. Oh my god! This is so. This is so. This is why we got a whiteboard. This is why we have a whiteboard in the house. I'm not even drawing anymore. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need to stop. I love my friends so much. They deal with me in these cases so well. And oftentimes they've been such a huge help in making sure that I am sane. Because outside of our fun meetups and trying to do karaoke and also just like laughing at stupid things, I get so philosophical and I get into writing and I get into this. And then I'm like, where am I? Why? And how? I am the only way to solve this is for me to properly take my time to write the book. I don't know how many years that's going to take, but yeah, the book is something that I am very excited to do. I have never written anything proper before. It's always just been for myself. I've found that my biggest insecurity in regard to all of my skill is my writing. And it's so I was going to answer someone who asked this question of how do I get your vocabulary? How do I write like you? And I was going to go in a whole answer in the Ask Keith to Answers channel. And um a lot of people will tell you, and this is true, a lot of people will tell you to read more books and expose yourself to a lot more literature. However, I would be lying and be dishonest if I admitted to doing that. When in truth, I grew up not being exposed to many books and literature. I wasn't privileged enough to be exposed to those to many different authors, and I did not read books growing up. Aside from, of course, the school books that we have, but I never really owned books. Thank you, Poi. I love you so much. Good luck with today. You guys are so sweet. My friends are so sweet. Anyway, however, I do enjoy the English language, and I've it's my favorite topic, my favorite subject in class, English. But I don't I don't really have the interest or will to perfect it. I've never really had that goal, but I do enjoy the words, I do enjoy learning, and I do enjoy collecting all different kinds of synonyms and um, ways of writing. And I've just treated writing as a sense of like authors have their own art styles, writing styles, and I guess um mine is my own. I wouldn't really I know that people tend to be like, "Oh, it's archaic or it's old English, Middle English." I doubt that it is. I've never really been um very good at archaic. I do enjoy a lot of archaic words, like harken is an archaic word. Um, but yeah, it's just a style, and it's not meant to be perfect. But to me, the way I write makes it all sound a lot more colorful, and it's enjoyable to me. But releasing a book, like a proper one at that, and making the effort to complete all of those chapters, all of those pages, it just I'm scared. With the topic of doubt, my writing is what I I doubt the most because there's so many rules that people put up, and all I want to do is write for fun. But of course, I'm scared of like, oh, your grammar is shit, and what you're writing is just word salad. It doesn't make sense, and I'm like, but I'm not writing it to be perfect. I'm not writing it to like be to a certain standard. I'm writing it because I like writing it. Exactly what Nice said. Like when me and my friends would just write to ourselves, say we're sharing our character info, or even like personal writing that we don't share with even our friends, it's so easy. And a lot of hayfields, a lot of um what do I say this? Sorry, I started reading someone else's message and then I went off. I digressed. Oh yeah, sorry. A lot of my current writing at the moment were just written for myself without the fear of publishing it, without the fear of standard, like of people being so judgmental and how you are not up to par. And maybe that's why I got so many things done, was because nothing was stopping me and it feels natural to just pick up the pen and write. Hmm. I talked to my, I remember I started doubting so much of my skill in writing when I moved to England because of course it just I don't know, it's just being surrounded by people that speaks the language. I mean it's England. People speak English. Where people are English. And it's just I started talking to my friend Jem and discussing my concerns of like I'm not a great writer. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a fraud. I did not have a degree in English or writing or anything. I I don't read books. And he just was very comforting and told me that it's practically just like art. People write in their own ways, and as long as it makes sense to you, then it makes sense. And it shouldn't really be forced to follow something that is not true to yourself. Anyway, it's funny because when I moved when I moved um no, even before I moved, I would receive a lot of books as I received a lot of books as gifts because people thought that I read books. And I do appreciate it and I try, my best to read them, but I'm too busy making and writing and composing and drawing and doing all sorts of things than consuming media. And that goes the same with watching movies. Like, I'm not a movie person. You cannot have me sit down and watch a movie or a series, let alone read a book. It's hard for me to consume someone else's thing because I'm too invested and engrossed in my own project and improving in that way. And I guess learning things the hard way, because of course I'm going to get critics. I'm going to go through these things. I'm going to be able to fail, and I have to like look back on my own work and why did I fail? What can I do to solve this problem? And then figure it out on my own, despite there being a literal like step-by-step process of how to avoid this. And I'm like, I'm gonna raw dog this process and then learn on my own. And then this is my method and will forever be my method. Which is not a great thing to do because of course you're making it harder for yourself. But yeah, it's that. So yeah, a lot of Meadowlark and a lot of Yaelokre and me as a person is practically just me responding to myself and me overanalyzing my own mistakes and me existing within my own person. And it's my headspace is a business, and there's a really long office table with all my characters sitting there and reviewing my papers, and then I am yeah. it's quite it's quite hard. But thank you. This is just me talking about my own doubts. And I am so sorry that you have to be here and that you have to be listening to this instead of doing something way more important. But yeah, that's another way to get to know me as a person. I am drawing at the moment. Who gets thrown out of the conference room window? That's hilarious. This is a funny callback. I haven't seen this question in a while. The bell ringer and the storyteller are not married, but they could be married. Who knows? It's not up to me to tell. It's for them to tell, but I don't think they know that. I just picture it as like so many historians and so many people with their own theories and their own beliefs of how the bell ringer and how the storyteller are to each other. But no one really knows the truth. No one. In some books, maybe they are romantic. And in some books, maybe they haven't even met. Exactly. That's me with Medalot. It's for them to tell. I just work here. I just work here. I am simply an employee hired by that um really mysterious individual with spectacles and a hat because I don't have job and now I do. but it feeds the kids. It feeds the family, right? I wish I knew how to make these lives more entertaining, but to be honest, I'm too lazy to do that. No. How do streamers do it? How do YouTubers do it? Because you know when they're playing a game and they're always talking while they're doing something, I can't do that. I tend to just go quiet. But at the same time, it keeps my focus in. At the same time, am I really focused? It's a skill. It's a skill to be like that. It's a skill to talk while doing something. I am able to multitask, but I can't do it while talking or like conversing. Like I'm physically able to do a lot of things at the same time and get a lot of things done at the same time, but without talking. Even music, even having like a show or a movie in the background, I can't do that. Yeah, I tend to just do that. I like your name, Mayor Jason Todd. Just like answering some questions that intrigue me. Oh yeah, the gifts. I do have I have opened all of them, and I've taken the pictures of most of the drawings and mostly I've taken pictures of drawings and doodles. And there's a lot of pictures. I need to make a collage and probably make a post of it. It's a lot though. Copycat asks, how often do you read Wonderfolk's fanfics or stories? I'm curious to how often you interact with them or how you're an AO3 or anything. I don't have time for that. I'm so sorry. I do not care nor read anyone's fanfictions. I I just literally said I cannot consume anything, anything, let alone have time to do that. Oh my gosh. I can't read. I don't read. No, I just don't have time. Nor do I have the will, nor want to do that. I just, I'm a stubborn baby. Oh, Keith can't read. Hmm. Have fun, nice. Thank you so much for dropping by. If you don't read, then what do you do in your free time? Aside from consuming stories in other different ways, um, I make things not for the job. There's ever since I've got this quote unquote job, um, it's things that I need to publish that I am focused on doing. So editing the videos that go public, or songs that go public, drawings that go public. But really, do I have the free time to just draw whatever I want for myself? And that is what I mourn. But that's okay. Um, there will come a time. It's just a lot of making. I think I'll explode if I can't make anything. It's an impossible feat. I feel as though. Oh, what character has been the most difficult to write for you? That's such a good question. I like that. Hmm. 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 That is so good. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think. Oh my. Okay. The bell ringer is the hardest one to write for me because I can't write something I do not know. I know the kind of character that they are and their purpose and stuff, but it's the function. And I remember this, oh my goodness, I remember this. It was the first week we bought the whiteboard in our house, and I was writing the event of the majesty having that whole thing with the harkers. And I was on the floor. I was on the floor clutching my head, and Ren has a picture of me doing this. And I did not know that I was like this. I was on the floor with my notebook and my pen, and I was clutching and like pulling my hair out. And then I just like I'm so stressed. And then Ren was just going like, "Honey, get up. What are you are you don't need to do all of this. It's okay. Just give it some time. You don't need to do it now." it's, it's and it was because of the bell ringer. Because it's a lot of the times when I write, especially the when I write the perspectives of no, I'm not waiting it correct. When I'm writing the harkers, I I put myself in a perspective of me not really knowing their truth. I want to be able to introduce them to the people in ways that is also in the perspective of the people of Eld, not as me as a writer of like me knowing what exactly they are, their intentions and what goes on in their mind, but rather from an outside perspective, an understanding of you growing up in the world of Eld, being given to you scraps and just misinformation and even sometimes the right information without you knowing that it is right in regard to the harkers. And it's like, what? How am I supposed to do that? And we are getting there. We are getting there, but at the moment, uh, I am going through it. I have had so much effort into this project and so much effort into just wanting to be able to tell you the story how I want you to take in the story, because obviously right now, I'm so sorry I'm talking so fast. Obviously right now, people are very much invested and they want to know more. They hunger for information. They come into my lives hoping to have something new to add to their master document, and then I'm over here and like, how am I supposed to present this meal as delicious and yummy as it looks in the menu? And oh my goodness. It's it's a whole thing. It's crazy. If not for this music, um, if not for me being a musician, I don't think you would be hearing on any of this. If not within like after 10 years of me, you like me publishing that story. But in this case, I am put in a vulnerable situation where you are able to witness me work work on it, and in the process, um also allowing me to review like what is expected and what should I avoid, and understanding my audience a lot more. I guess that's the fun bit of it. So that's why I've been distracting you with other things like, yay, the tour! Yay! Small crisps of interactions of the characters that was published in the internet! Yay! Photo shoots! Yay! Small interactions! Yay! Doodles! So while I've been distracting you, I in the background I've just hunched over my my desk and trying to do something. Uh, There's always something going on. There's always something going on. What character is the hardest voice to make? It used to be Peregrine, if I'm to be honest. That's why Peregrine wasn't talking a lot before, because I couldn't find that voice, and I was like, "Oh wow, wait, I can just do this." And then after Peregrine, um, it was really hard for me to go down. Um, and then eventually, the playwright just started to become so natural. So I guess the hardest part is always just the new ones. But as long as you progress on it, it's not impossible. It gets very easy. I mean, you will be able to tell a lot of the times if you compare my earlier work to my latest ones. Is there's always going to be an ounce of progress and improvement, and it is something that I'm not ashamed of. It was I used to work as an artist in a way of like I need to erase this so there's no traces of my mistakes and my what I lacked on. But now I just love going back to my old posts and my old drawings and my old stuff and seeing like, oh wow, I used to sound so different. I used to be so different. I used to do this and that and now I'm so much better. An example of that is when an example of that is when I looked back at my Quest show in Brighton. That was such an experience. I did not know what I was doing on that stage. I was panicking and sweating the entire time, and I was so scared. I was just so full of stage fright, and then right after the show, I cried, and then my manager and then Lewis was like, "You can't be doing this all the time. Like, you can't we you can't be crying every single show if this is what you love." And I'm like, I know." And- But it was okay. It was something I wanted to do and wanted to work towards. Um, I've always dreamed of performing, and I love performance, but it does come with the territory to learn from it, and that is overcoming your fears and overcoming your doubts and just doing it. Like I was so scared doing Quest. I was not it was like it was all the promotion for that show was all fun and games. Like, oh my god, Quest is doing a show and I'm not invited. But I'm going to crash anyway because I love Quest. I'm talking like Mort from Madagascar. But the actual show was a nightmare. People were so sweet and people were so kind, and I just felt so welcomed, but at the same time, I felt like I wasn't doing enough. Um, and we that's why those two gigs in London. That's why those two gigs in London existed before for Word, like the Quest and the Unscripted night show was for me to practice. And in the Unscripted night, I felt a lot more natural. I felt easier, and I was able to make a lot of people laugh, and that was something that I didn't know was possible, like, during the show, and people found me entertaining in the sense of, like, not just through song, but through company as well, and I found that very endearing. Um, I was able to pause and have a natural way of being during and between songs. I didn't feel like I was pressured to sing more. I didn't feel like I was pressured to keep on time. And I enjoyed the moments where I was genuinely about to burp and it didn't come out. And then I was like, I'm so sorry, hold on, I need to burp. And it just, people laughed and people enjoyed the time. And uh, not only that, but I finished my set an exact hour. So the show started with the bell tolling, and the show ended when I said my goodbye. The bell rang again, and that was so crazy. That was so awesome. Um, Going back to what Sophia said, I remember the Chicago Night One show where everyone's cheering you on while you took a moment. Truly, you were so loved, and I do remember that very much. And that was the very first time during Forward. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. Eh, before I go in again. My foot! Hello, I'm back. I'm just a person suffering in London winter, and someone who needs to blow their nose. Okay, I'm back. What was I saying? Oh yes, the Chicago Night One show. Um, I that was the very first time that it happened during Full Word, where I completely had a breakdown on stage. And I don't want to tell the story with the expectation of people pitying me or like I'm doing this in a vain way. But it the day wasn't going great. And the moment I woke up and the moment everyone started, everyone was just having a very stressful experience. The venue wasn't all great, if I say. It was really hard for my sound guy and for everyone to work around with. I mean, I had to go down a spiral staircase and I was wearing heels and it was quite cold and there wasn't really good food around as well, and it was all just adding up and I wasn't feeling well. I forgot what I had, but I just felt physically ill, but I needed to go on about the show. I can't have this stop the show. Um, and I was not at my best. I was not. I came onto that stage hoping full well that I will be failing and I will be um not giving my best. Um, but it was a it was a situation where I was mid song and I was about to end my set, and then the amount of love and cheer that I got from that show, and with the doubt and expectation of me failing and not being able to give the right quality, the right amount of performance that I am able to like to brew in my natural. I was just thinking in my head, wow, they're so kind. They're so willing to be here, and they they're just so generous. And so I was crying, I was breaking down, I couldn't control myself, and I had to stop. It was all too much. And then my tour manager, Felix, had to come down and help me. I didn't expect him to come down, and I ended up hugging him, and it it just it was if it were the past me, I would be overthinking, was like, wow, this shouldn't be part of the show. What have I done? But it feels great for others to witness that I am just this person who is going through it and experiencing it, not as someone so great and powerful, and just because I'm a public figure, just because I'm famous in that way, then I'm not capable of feeling these things. But I do get scared a lot. Um, and the second night was a lot better. Thank you, Kanta and Lucas. Yes, I try my best to make the tickets as low as I could. And this is something that me and my manager agree on a lot. We don't want to we don't want to make money out of Wonderfolk. We It's been like a huge rule. Like, of course, we need to make enough to suffice, and we need to make enough to be able to continue on with the tour, like get our meals, like pay our staff, and travel around the world, um, pay for hotel rooms, and pay for plane tickets and such. But we don't. I At least I don't like the idea of paying something unnecessary just because you have a big name. Like, I get that you're famous and I get that you're popular, but like I don't get why you need to pay someone to have a natural conversation with them. This is why I don't do VIP tickets. I hate the word VIP. I hate Sorry, like this is all coming from Houndville right now, but like I'm never going to be doing that. I'm never going to be doing a paid meet and greet because I want to be able to have a genuine conversation with someone without the pressure of there's someone else waiting in line and what you need to do. You need to pose for a picture, sign your autograph, what? I love your music. I love your music so much. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. But like where's the honesty? Where is the it gets me so sad. And I love the fact that my tour team, um, my tour team is able to grasp on that, like, every single night. Um, every single night, I would want to do, like, a meet and greet. And how it works is that it's not paid. I will never have anyone pay to talk to me. Um it's all just randomly picked. Whoever gets lucky. No one is special, as everyone is special in this case. It's all just out of luck. I don't want there to be expectation of like, oh, they're so much better than me because they paid for a VIP ticket, or like, oh, I gave Keith Osk more money. That means they will talk to me more. No, it just comes naturally. What's there and what's then, and my team would take account of like what I prefer, what's easier for me, what's in the situation. And usually um what happens is that we end up talking to the smaller kids with their parents. So I'm not just talking to a singular fan, I'm talking to a whole family. And through that, I'm able to have so many perspectives within the conversation of like the mum is so proud to see their kid be among so many people just like them. And the dad is being emotional, taking the video because he's never witnessed his daughter be so happy and be herself. And the kid is so bright and just lights up getting to be here, and of course starstruck most of the time because I'm there. But I would always tell the kids to to like continue on with their passion, and like not let anyone like do anything to reshape it if it's not their truth. And I would always thank the parents for allowing their kid to be exposed in this community. It's such a blessing to be able to like witness parents be supportive, because not a lot are able to have that kind of support. And considering how there's not a lot of like influences that are safe enough for kids to be exposed to, it's scary out there. Anyway, these are experiences and conversations and exchanges that you cannot buy with money. Like you cannot buy with with like what, a minute a person, 2 minutes a person time. It's not natural. It's not great. And during these meet and greets, I honestly wish that people came, um, when people came, they'd expose themselves more and be more excited to meet other people like them rather than like meeting me in person. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to a Yaelokre show. I'm going to meet so many cool people today, rather than I'm going to meet Keith Osk. Because I'm going to come and go in your life. But the friendship that you're able to garner and to foster within this singular experience may be there for the rest of your life. Like I'm going to be an interest that's going to come and go, a stranger in your life that's going to come and go. But these friends that you make along the way will be here forever. Dear Princess Celestia, today. Sorry. I know I digress a lot of the times and I'm not even drunk. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. But it's okay. I will get to it. I will finish a huge portion of this drawing today. And this I promise you, and so many million, a billion, a jillion, a billion people out there. I just want to talk. Thank you so much for allowing me and for staying to listen to me talk about these things. About I'm really passionate about the cause of this project and the reason why I do it, the reason I make and draw and write and believe in these philosophies. And it's dumbed down. I wouldn't really say dumb, but like it's just as simplified as being kind. And I always say this in all of my lives, and I know it gets tiring, but it's here. But I don't care about money. I don't care about VIP. It's just I'm a very lucky person, and that's something I'm not going to ignore. And although luck is not a coincidence, but um like a meeting point at luck, because I did work hard on this project, but I'm just so very lucky to find that there's so many people that are willing to support and believe in the same things and act on the same things. And it does allow me to financially sustain myself to be able to continue this project. And if I was so desperate as to make billions and jillions and millions of dollars or pounds or pesos or whatever, and I would be opening commissions while doing this project. Um I would be putting my prices way up high, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. That's so unnecessary. I just want people to know, like with this message now that since we are on the topic, that in the future shows, I want people to know that I did try my hardest to put the prices as down as I could, as affordable as I could, and there will always be consideration for that. While at the same time, like, not starving myself and the team of having a good meal during the shows. Like, if I had it my way, I would like, my dream of performing is just dressing up as a storyteller and rocking up at some local park and being this weird, um, strange encounter that random people experience, and I never really truly have a name for myself other than a storyteller, and never making money out of it. It's just a hobby. Like, maybe I just work at some, I don't know, some fast food joint, and then at the other side, during the weekends, I visit the park and sing songs. If you're passionate about something, you don't really you don't garner you don't work for fame, you don't work for money. You work for your work, for the quality of your work. And I'm not saying these things to sound like, "Oh, Keith, you're our hero. Oh, Keith, you are so righteous. You're so good-hearted." I'm just being honest to what honest can be. I think the VIP system sucks, and I think people should be able to enjoy what they love without without capitalism um and barriers in between us. Goodbye to those who are sleeping or going off to work or school. Thank you so much for dropping by. Oh, lyric just reminded me of something because they said that I taught my sister how to make a mask. It's so sweet because a lot of the the little guys that I met back in tour, um, they were at least like six siblings and um six encounters of the same thing practically, of this like older sibling saying that they are songs, and to the parents it's like a very emotional situation of, oh my god, I'm seeing my children bond, and I just think, ah, it's so wonderful. It's such a lovely thing to find out. I'm so glad you had fun, Moochie. I know the rain to start off the day was crazy, but I'm glad that you had fun. That's all that matters. I know, Sophia! Sophia! We'll go back to the hound. I'm gonna go about, um... I don't know what else. Other than to expect later tonight, maybe. That there's, like, things to come out, things to be announced, things to pre-order for tomorrow. What date is this today? It's the 8th. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. What time the reprise will be releasing is about the same time as previously, where everyone is awake, and there will be a YouTube premiere, because it's always fun. I think people are hilarious in the chats when a song is releasing. Oh, so sweet, Hunter. Um, yeah. Those are my 2 cents. Um. Oh no! My 2 cents! I got stolen by Noxus. Hi, you're still here? I'm about to end. I'm about to end this place. I'm about to end the world. Yes. 4 p.m. GMT. So those that got a question about in the hand reprise, please drop them now. I will be ending this live in 3, 2. I'm kidding. I explode. I can't wait to fully heal again. I miss using my voice. I miss doing skits. Who will be singing? I will be singing. Duh. I'm so funny, guys. Thanks. I'm patting myself on the back. Thanks. Yeah, I'm singing. I'm singing tomorrow. So far, it's just been. It's people are so funny. Can we get a vote? Are people like having you owe us something kind of situation, like who wins, who what? Who sings and the Hound reprise? Number one. Option number one, option number two. Who's in the red team? Who's in the blue team? The secret third thing. And it's just gonna be me howling the entire time tomorrow. Just me barking the entire time. Keith or Christopher. It's hilarious when people start calling me Chris. It's such a like otherworldly nickname because it's so unfamiliar to a lot of people. Like, who are you? Who is this Chris? I bet I'm losing harkers. Which member of the lark sings it? That's the question. No, people, unfortunately, I am not tall. I am um, a raging Asian 5'4" solid. Shaw. Evil Keith. You guys make me laugh so much. I wish all of you, if I had it my way, all of you would be we'd be in a call, not a stage, and everyone would be allowed to talk. But of course, I'm not allowed to do that because it's going to be very hard to maintain, and people will be quite rowdy. The smaller the height, the cooler the guy. You're so funny, bro. You're so you're so funny. Wow. Oh my goodness. Voices are coming out of my mouth, and they are definitely not the kids. They are definitely not the lot. Oh, I'm supposed to be editing this, but I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. I really go here. I really go here. I really go to this place. Wow. 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 It's the hound. Yeah. Yeah, it's the hound. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. It's so hard to strum when it's so cold. It hurts my fingers a lot. When, where, 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 where my voice settings? Uh, well, no, uh, um, this is my rendition of the noun. Well, I'm sick. One wow, it's having you. Stop! I can't stop giggling. Take this guy seriously before I end it. Before I end it all. This is mini me. So whenever I do that voice, please imagine the little guy that I drew right beside Quest during um that alien video. That is mini me. That is what I sound like. That is canon Kitausk in Metalike. This is my voice. I'm Kitausk, and I wait for the playwright. I wait for the playwright. And I do all the paperwork, and I sleep in the drawers, and I do more paperwork, and they won't give me a day off. In a hand, he's having you. And how he's having you. Bye. Stuck in the middle of a forest made of flesh and bones, and then was scared of a lot. Little boy was lost his heart. And nothing had to terrify. Follow the sound of a sinking deeper into corpses rolling. They appear with the oh, he's coming you. And I'll be you. Lullaby. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is my wonderful rendition of And the Hound, given to you by performed by yours truly. Thanks. I know. I'm so good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Get this dude. You never get this dude. Hit the wall, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. Hit the wall, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the wall, Jack. Don't you come back no more. I really gotta stop. I really gotta go. I got to go. I got to go and work, or else you're gonna come knocking at my door. You're gonna be like, Keith, where are my paperwork? And I'm gonna be like, what? No, no way! Please, don't kick me out. I'm only human. When I fall down, I'm only human. Okay, I gotta go. I love you guys so much. I It's 8 a.m. I've been here for 4 hours, I think. I have no idea. Thank you so much for talking with me. Well, as close as talking can go. I'm so sorry that it was so messy. I just wanted to excite everyone for tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. Thank you so much to my friends as well, Shah and Jem. Thank you for being here. And for my other friends who are also here. You guys are so sweet as always. Um, Goodbye. Oh, Toka's here as well. Bye-bye. Bye. Goodbye.